Welcome, SFL Nation, to Estudio Azteca, the site of tonight's Week 12 matchup. We have two teams who need a win to stay in this very crowded playoff race. It's the Florida Storm taking on the Mexico City Aztecs with Cameron Irvine. Back at SFL headquarters, Jacob Clear, David and Laura Harrell on stats. This is T. Roy Gaines. And my partner tonight is the leading wide receiver in the SFL this season, Stephen Hacker. How's everything going today, Stephen?
Thank you, T-Roy. Everything's going great. Excited for this matchup between these two teams, all in their way, fighting and scrapping to do everything they can to get into the playoffs. So very excited for this matchup here tonight.
And we got both teams who won last week. Florida defeated yours truly and the Baltimore Vultures 27-20, while Mexico City defeated Tulsa 26-13. Stephen, what are your keys for today's game?
Well, I think Florida is going to need to move the ball. If they can run the ball with J.W. Dole effectively, I think that's going to really help them win today's game. Mexico City, I just think they're going to have to play really stout defense and rely on the running game. And hopefully Matt Wilson can just kind of squeeze this one out for them. But I think it's a close matchup, man. I think we got a ball game ahead of us.
We got an exciting matchup today with two teams. If they win, will definitely help their chances. If they lose, they got a lot of hoping to do for tomorrow. We get ready to get on the field as Mexico City wearing the all-black unis will take on the Florida Storm wearing the red helmets, baby blue jerseys and pants.
Not often you're going to see Mexico City wearing the all-black uniforms, T-Roy.
Yeah, there's a lot of meta going on with that. We'll talk about that later on. Ethan Lee back to kick off to Joe Clark Jr. The game's on the way. Clark takes it to the 20, bounces to the left and gets destroyed at the 27-yard line. That's where Mexico City will start this drive. And Matt Wilson is going to lead his team onto the field. He needs one touchdown today to have the all-time passing record to himself. He's currently tied at first place. And he already has that swagger walk as he walks to the line. He knows he's about to make history tonight. We'll see if Florida Storm has something to say about that. Single back in the backfield as Wilson drops back to pass. Out route is complete for a 4-yard gain. Let's go over the stars for Mexico City. We already mentioned Matt Wilson, the quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback, with Ray Bentley, the Hall of Fame running back. Phoenix Jones is the fullback. Wide receivers are Joe Clark Jr., Cale Barrett, who made the catch recently, and Richard Montague. Mike Daggs, throw it to the tight end, is the tight end, and the kicker's Cole Varner. Those are your offensive stars for Mexico City. Split backs in the backfield. On the second down 6, and Phoenix Jones gets the carry, gets stopped right away. Let's go over to Florida Storm stars. On the D-line, it's Alex Dominguez and Alessandro Tomaello. At linebackers is Nicholas Warner and Frank Champion. At corners is Ryan Davison, the Iceman, and Evan Carroll. And the safeties are Ryan Tobin, Jeff Malinishin, and Andrew Francis. And the kicker, Marcus Agrippa. Those are your defensive stars for Florida as we have 3rd and 6. And out route is complete for a first down. Joe Clark Jr. makes the catch.
A nice route run, wide open in coverage. There was nobody around him. It was unfortunate he couldn't turn upfield and get a little bit more out of it, but moves the chains for Mexico City.
And you mentioned earlier, it's very rare when we see Mexico City wearing the all-black uniforms. Apparently there's a little mind games going on between Ramos Lynn and Mighty RX. We'll explain more about this after this play. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Good start to the drive as Ray Bentley gets a nice carry up the middle before he gets tackled by the Iceman Ryan Davison. But Mighty RX actually hates any team that wears all black. He thinks that is lazy. And in response to that, Ramos Lynn always have the all black unis on wherever he faces the Storm.
A little bit of mind game going on there. I love it. A little bit off the field mind games between coaches.
Anything to get in the heads of the other team. As we got a nice carry for a first down by Ray Bentley. He was able to break the first tackle and take it to the 48-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for Mexico City.
Mexico City loves to use both their running backs out of the backfield. Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley, expect them to both get a handful of carries tonight.
And Great Bentley coming into today's game with 736 yards rushing. Vince Jones had 348 yards rushing. As Wilson throws over the middle, dangerous pass, but still caught for a first down. And that is Richard Montague on the catch.
Yeah, just an absolute beautiful throw from the Hall of Famer. Hits his target right in the hands, and just, you know, the off-season workouts paid off there. You know, just big hit delivered, but was able to hold on to the ball.
Offset eye towards the left for Matt Wilson and Mexico City Aztecs as Ray Bentley runs that side, breaks the first. Nope, he doesn't break the first tackle. He gets gain tackle after a 7-yard gain. Tackle made by Ryan Tolan, number 21.
And Bentley was trying to be patient, but the edge, the tackle couldn't seal the block on the edge, and kind of stopped all the momentum that Bentley had moving. It's just very unfortunate that block didn't get sealed. Otherwise, Bentley could have took that one to the house.
It is now 2nd and 7. Ball at Florida's 30-yard line. It's a swing pass to Bentley. He makes the catch, puts someone in the spin cycle before he gets destroyed by Nicholas Warner. But it's still first down for Florida.
Yeah, it's good to build off the momentum on your first drive. Come out and keep getting these first downs. Got 4 first downs already on this drive. So we'll see if they can punch it in, getting closer to the SFL red zone now.
Yeah, we got to give a player from Florida a nice little shout out after this play. Swing pass to his Phoenix Jones is caught for a 4-yard gain. But Andrew Francis earlier in this drive has just reached 100 total tackles for the season. Congrats to him.
Yeah, any player that can get triple digits in the tackle department is welcome on my defense any day of the week, especially if you're in the secondary. I mean, just what a milestone to reach in the season.
Believe it or not, we have another player has a chance to reach 100 total tackles when he gets on defense. Great job by Tobin on the pat down. Be 3rd down 6. Pass was intended to number 19. That is Caleb Barrett.
Wilson, he's not afraid to throw in tight windows, and you can see it there is tightly covered, but Wilson takes a shot, trusts his receiver to make the play, and that one just falls incomplete.
Yeah, Matt Wilson's even on touchdowns and interceptions, 19 touchdowns, 19 INTs. He's trying to prevent the INT mark from going higher. We'll see if he can do that. Of course, he's trying to get that touchdown record all by himself. He fires over the middle, is caught for a first down by Caleb Barrett. 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, now they're getting into Ray Bentley territory. We'll see if they go out with a swing pass or maybe elect a hand off, just let them run up the middle. But 1st and goal from the 6. If I'm the Mexico City offense, I like where I'm at right now.
And you know who else likes where they're at? Ramos Lynn. He just said that the league's rules prohibits the Aztecs from wearing non-Aztec colors in primetime games. That's another reason why they're wearing the all-black. And this is on the FTF Next chat on Twitch. Swing pass to Bentley, who's put someone in a spin cycle. He loves using that spin move. Got to the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. And it's 2-yard line.
Great effort by the linebacker Warner to drag down Bentley. That's a tough task when you're out there on an island like that. Bentley is when he's got a head of steam, he's a tough guy to bring down.
2nd goal, and Bentley's no set back. There's 3 wide receivers to Wilson's left. Wilson draws back the pass, fires to his left, caught for a touchdown. Richard Montague, easy pass and catch, and Matt Wilson is the lone leader in touchdown passes. Congrats to him.
A living legend in the league, and for reasons he just highlights right here. Look at this throw. Beautiful spiral right over the top of the defender, and in a spot where only his wide receiver can make a play, and that's why he's a legend. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. A record well deserved, man.
Congratulations to you, Matt Wilson, the number 1 quarterback in SFL history when it comes to passing touchdowns. Hall of Famer. And Cole Varner's back for the extra point, and the kick is up, and it's good. Great opening drive for the team in all black. Marching down the field to get 7 points. That is a 13-play, 81-yard drive for a 2-yard touchdown pass to Montague.
Really solid offensively. I mean, Mexico City came out, ran the ball, threw the ball, looked sharp on their first possession. Florida's going to have to respond here, show us something positive, because Mexico City showed that they're ready.
And Florida will get the ball. That is Robert Merrill. He decides to down it in the end zone. And that's Florida will start at the 20-yard line. Let's go over to offensive stars for Florida. Quarterback is Ron Cochran. The running backs are Connor Weston and J.W. Doyle. Wide receivers are Stephen Bush, Robert Merrill, and Optimus Klein. E.J. Minson is the tight end. Ethan Snee is the kicker. Those are your offensive impact players for the Storm.
And a dangerous bunch they are.
And they got 3 wide receivers to the left. That's a dangerous bunch there as Ron Cochran will fire to the right. However, pass is caught by E.J. Minson, who needs a touchdown to get close to the record for single season. But the defensive players from Mexico City, we go over them right now. Defensive ends are Braden Enos and Brock Lee. Defensive tackle Orion Taylor. Linebackers are Tony Stack, Dexter Jackson, Nick Daggs. Corners are Zyron Pryor, Han Tayomi, Fran Ogawa. Safeties are Jeffrey Daggs, Pablo Zamora, and Strike Savage. And J.W. Doyle, who got 100 yards last week, is off to the races. He's reached midfield. He has the edge. One man to beat. Number 70 will not catch him today. What a huge run as J.W. Doyle has just found his magic over the past 2 weeks. A great touchdown run by him.
So exciting. The big boy just a rumbling, taking down everybody in his path. Got a little bit of help from the referee on his way to the end zone. Fantastic play.
Yes, referee 43 does a good job boxing out that defender from Mexico City. And unfortunately, Braden Enos, number 70, wasn't able to catch up to him. And man, we already off to an exciting start. 2 drives, 2 TDs.
I was thinking it was going to be a ball game, but definitely wasn't expecting this, points from both teams on their first possession. Just excitement already out the gates. I'm strapped in, ready to go.
Same here, and that was an 80-yard touchdown run. Doyle's about to hit 100 yards real quick. Ethan Snee will kick this extra point, and it's good. And we're now tied up at 7. An exciting start to this first quarter between 2 teams who are trying to improve their playoff chances. Mexico City is up next. We'll see how they respond. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida Fans. Please stay tuned. After, I stand corrected, a 71-yard touchdown run by J.W. Doyle, we are now tied at 7 with the 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this exciting start to the game here in the first quarter. And Clark takes it to the 22-yard line, and that's where Mexico City will start this next possession, Stephen.
Yeah, Mexico's going to have to do the same thing that they just did the last drive. I think, move methodically down the field, pick up first downs where you need it, use all your star players, and just push the ball downfield and score points, and you're going to find yourself at the end of the game probably going to win.
And they got split backs from Matt Wilson, who's in the shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers for him. And Wilson gets snapped, needs to hurry up and throw it. He does, and what a catch! What a play by Cale Burr. He got destroyed. His ribs got destroyed, but he sacrificed them for his quarterback to get that 9-yard gain. I actually thought he got the first down.
Yeah, just short according to the mark, but that's just the faith that this quarterback has in his wide receivers. Well, the wide receivers give it right back. When they get put in a tough situation, they come down with those plays and move the chains for their quarterback.
Ray Bentley gets the carry, but gets no gain. It'll be a very important 30 inches. Big Sexy with the tackle. Alex Dominguez.
Oh, yeah. Legend, the all-time SFL sack leader. Almost doubles his nearest opponent. Just a monster of a man in the middle.
3rd down inches. Offset I. Ray Bentley gets the carry. He was very patient. Did a good job following his blocker. Maybe number 74 probably got in the way, kept him from running a big gain. It'll be still first down, but the guard, Jonathan Olvera, kept Ray Bentley from getting more yardage.
Yeah, and just trying to wait and let the blocks develop. Good job shaking the tackle the linebacker, but then pays the price at the end as safety Andrew Francis comes in and finishes off the play.
And Andrew want to keep adding on to his total. He just got over 100 total tackles on the previous defensive possession. It's 1st and 10 at the 41 for Mexico City. Trips to the left. As Wilson drops back the pass, needs to hurry up and throw it. He does. Got the pass is complete to Mike Diggs, who put someone in the shallow realm. Unfortunately, that's Ryan Davidson, who got stiff arm to the turf. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41 for Florida.
Mike, he has a family, Mike. Take it easy. Stayed in bounds. Excellent route. I love the aggressiveness at the end of the play. It's just a fantastic play by the tight end there.
And great job, though, by Ryan Davidson. I know he got stiff arm, but he didn't force Dags to the sideline. That could have been a house call for 6. Instead, it's 1st and 10 at the 41 of Florida. And it'll be a swing pass to Ray Bentley, who did not wait for his blocker that time and paid the ultimate price. Tackle made by Jeff Malinishin.
Well, I think you can credit that play to Alex Dominguez. The lineman, offensive lineman, had to pull out there on the swing to try to get out there to block for Bentley, and that left a lane for Dominguez to get right at Matt Wilson. He had to get rid of that ball quickly, and I think it disrupted the timing of that play.
Now 2nd and 10, no gain on that play. As Wilson will throw it to Ray Bentley. He was better off not making the catch because that was a 3-yard loss.
And a swing pass to the short side of the field will sometimes give you that result. Very unfortunate. They like to run the swing pass, and it does give them good yardage. But that one, a negative play. But you just got to draw something different up.
And it's a very important 3rd down for the Florida Storm defense. 3rd and 13 at the 44-yard line. Can they hold the Hall of Famer from getting this 1st down as he fires it to his left?
Yes.
Wide open. Catch by Montague. It'll be 1st down and go at the 5. Montague's at 55 yards receiving.
Asking you shall receive. I said, man, do something different. Show me something different. They go play action, just a streak, a fade route for Montague. Gets behind the secondary, almost scores a touchdown. Fantastic play.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you saw Evan Carroll and Jeff Melanishin let Montague go right by as they bit on that play action pass. We see if the Florida Storm defense can hold Mexico City from getting a touchdown here. And delay handoff to Ray Bentley. He almost got into the end zone. He stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal from there.
I know the Bronx Bombers probably he's wanting Bronze Bombers probably wanting to throw the ball here, but I'd like to see him run it a couple more times. Get their running backs involved. This is their territory. Hand it off and get them in the end zone.
And Bentley will get the carry. He goes up the gut, and he gets into the end zone, putting people in the spin cycle once again. And Mexico City now has the lead.
And another Hall of Famer showing you why they pay him the money, why he's continued to be on this roster and earning those paychecks. He just does the dirty work for you. You hand him the ball, sheds a couple of defenders, waits for the hole to open up to get you 6 points.
What a response to that drive. That was a 2-yard run by Ray Bentley. Cole Varner is back to kick this extra point to give him a 7-point lead. And a high snap, but doesn't matter for Cole Varner as he gets this extra point. We have an offensive slugfest, 21 points in the 1st quarter. We'll see how Florida responds as they'll get the ball back when we return. You're watching the Simulation Football League of 11 Sports and Florida fans. Please stay tuned. After a huge reception by Montague and a 2-yard touchdown run by Bentley, right now Mexico City has the lead 14-7. And a great kick by Cole Varn. That's the second touchback, but we got a penalty. What shenanigans are we having right here from Ref 62? We'll find out.
Interesting.
Holding? Wow. So they won't start at the 20. They'll start at the 10 thanks to number 64 is holding.
Yeah, I think Fritz Bigums is going to have a cold spot on the bench down there all by himself. Not going to have any water, nothing. He's going to get the cold shoulder treatment here for a little while because not helping your offense out will get you that kind of treatment.
Yeah, that's the backup guard making that costly mistake as Florida will start at their own 10-yard. And they need to march 90 yards down the field to score here. And the first play is a nice dot to E.J. Minson. Gets it to the 24-yard line. And let's talk about the previous matchup here between these two teams. This is back. Last time they met, Florida was Alaska, and Mexico City won by 20 points. Ryan Davidson had 5 tackles and 1 interception. Nick and Jeffrey Daggs combined for 11.5 tackles, and Nick Daggs had a pass deflection, but Mexico City dominated that game, Steven.
Yeah, and I like to see that series split right there. Florida leading the series 5-4. Mexico City with the shot to tie it up 5-5 tonight. I like that this game has those kinds of meaning, especially the deeper meaning of trying to get into the playoffs. I mean, it's just these internal rivalries within the game. I love it. I love to see it.
And what a great play by Dole. Makes the catch, able to get that first down, be 1st and 10, the second first down on this drive. 1st and 10 at the 34 of Florida. Split backs in the backfield. And J.W. Doyle gets the carry, gets 1 yard. He's averaging 36 yards per carry thanks to that long 71-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, and this early in the game just hadn't had a whole lot of opportunities. Kind of tips that average scale, but I mean, I'm sure you'll take it whenever you see the ticker pop up. I'm sure you'll take that number, but it'll balance out. I'm sure in a couple more carries, it'll get down to where it needs to be.
Where it needs to be for the team in all black, because J.W. Doyle gets another carry. And it'll be 3rd down 7 at the 37-yard line.
So it'll be interesting, I think, Troy, to see what Florida elects to do here, because we haven't really got to see what their offense has done. They just had the one big play from Doyle, but a 3rd and 7. This is an interesting play here. Let's see what they draw up.
Ron Cochran will drop back, fires it over the middle, pass is caught, and another first down has been gained by the Storm. And that should be the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick replay. Inside slant. Work to perfection there. Pass is caught by Stephen Bush. And that's the end of this exciting first quarter. 21 points scored by both teams. Mexico City has the lead 14-7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Florida Fans and 11 Sports. Please stay tuned. All right, with Cameron Arvine back at SFL headquarters, Jacob Clear, David and Laura Harrell on stats, Stephen Hacker is my broadcast partner. This is T-Roy Gaines, and Florida is marching down the field. This drive started at the 10 thanks to the holding penalty. Now they're at Mexico City's 48. They are actually trailing 14-7 as Cochran will fire a swing pass. This is Connor Weston this time who makes the catch. Both players are wearing sleeves. It's just that Weston is wearing both pairs of gloves right now. And please visit Sector 6 for all your SFL League team apparel, including hoodies, t-shirts, team jerseys, and more. Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the SFL. As Cochran drops back, fires it right away. Pass is caught over the middle for another first down. And Stephen Bush makes the catch on that play. And for those of you who are viewing this for the first time, what are you watching? The Simulation Football League is the first controlless esport, allowing you, the viewer, to participate in all the action on the field without a controller in your hands. Please visit simulation.football for details on how to get started with the team and in the league. As Cochran fires over the middle for another first down. Great catch by Bush, even though he got his head taken off on that one, Stephen.
Yeah, finding success with these 90 all slants, picking up first downs and moving down the field fairly easily.
And it's first down after first down. Mexico City can't stop this offense. This drive, once again, started at the 10-yard line of Florida. And another completed pass. And this time that pass is caught by number 12. That's the kick returner as well, Robert Merrill.
Yeah, I like to call him the Swiss Army knife. He just does everything that this Florida offense asks him to do. You need a running back, I'll be a running back for you. You need a slot wide receiver, I'll be a slot wide receiver. You need a kick returner, I'll be a kick returner. Robert Merrill just does everything that Florida needs him to do.
Yeah, 101 kick return yards last week against my Vultures in their win. And what a hit! It looked like that pass was going to be caught, but thanks to Fran Ogawa, he did a great job to make sure that catch was not completed.
Yeah, and he knew he knocked it loose. He just got up dancing. Very proud of himself after knocking that ball loose. Excellent coverage.
Now, the free safety for Mexico City, that's Jeffrey Dax. He needs 5 total tackles to also reach 100 total tackles for this season. We'll see if he gets that in this game. And that's another first down to Robert Merrill. And it'll be first and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, that one looked like an arrow route. Not 100% sure, arrow or slant, but wide open. Nobody around him, just underneath. Easy pitch and catch for Ron Cochran.
And Merrill will be on the sidelines for this one. Could we see another healthy dose of J.W. Doyle? He's in the backfield along with Connor Weston on this first and go at the 9. Doyle gets the handoff, and he trucks the defender before he gets destroyed, but it'll be second to go at the 3-yard line, 6-yard gain on that run.
Yeah, and he was trying to get in there, but just Mexico City defense stood strong, was able to keep him out of the end zone. Great effort by the defense.
Now, I think J.W. Doyle's a trendsetter. Every time he gets the carry, he does this nice little wind-up, and every fullback since does it as well, as Doyle will be stopped for no gain on that carry. But ever since I saw him do that windup when he came to Florida, all the other fullbacks have been doing the same.
Yeah, I was one of the original fullbacks, one of the first to go with the contract. I know Jason Williams converted over to a running back, but he's been a fullback for a while, and he understands the build definitely.
Third and go as Doyle gets the carry again, and he does not get in the end zone. Great goal line stand by the Mexico City Aztecs. It'll be fourth and go at the 2. Dexter Jackson on the tackle.
And I don't know how I feel about that. It's unfortunate. I mean, you had the big 71-yard touchdown run earlier, but here you are, down at the 2. I feel like you need to punch that one in the end zone, and just couldn't hit pay dirt. Very, very unfortunate for the Florida offense.
And the field goal is good. And folks, we will talk about this matchup and how it affects the playoffs. Please stay tuned. Great job by Florida. They're trailing 14-10. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida Fans. We'll be back. After a 15-play, 90-yard drive, a field goal was achieved by Florida. They're now trailing by 4. It's 14-10. And Joe Clark will take it inside the 5. He gets it to the 20, bounces to the left, and gets it to the 26-yard line. Let's talk about the victory here for both teams. A victory significantly improves the winner's postseason chances and could possibly clinch. And a loss significantly could decrease and possibly eliminate the losing team. The league will be releasing the playoff probabilities later tonight.
And I know everybody's salivating for those, that board right there that you just saw. We all want to know where we fall in the standings. So just keep an eye out. These games matter, every single one of them.
And Montague makes the catch for a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4. And Stephen, see your team right there making the playoffs at 7 and 4. Chicago punches their ticket in earlier today. They're 7 and 5. We see the Log Jam at 5 and 6 with the Fury, the Storm, the Night Wings, St. Louis, Mexico City, and Tulsa. As Bentley gets the carry, wasn't able to break the tackle of actually not Toma. I'm so sorry. That is Dante White, number 92, the defensive tackle. They're able to make that nice play there.
And a 3rd down for Mexico City. 3rd and manageable. They can do all kinds of things. Looks like they're going to be in the shotgun. See if they elect to throw to the flats or maybe an out route.
And the pass is to their running back, Ray Bentley. And he gets it to the 42-yard line. Another 1st down for the Aztecs. They at the 42.
And I think a perfect call in that situation. You have 2 threats out of the backfield, Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley. They sent both of them out in the flats and let Matt Wilson decide who was open. And that time it was Ray Bentley and got the 1st down.
And both running backs have been doing a good job catching the ball out of the backfield. Ray Bentley has over 350 yards receiving. As Wilson fires over the middle, a dangerous pass. It still was caught for a 1st down by Montague. If Phoenix Jones himself was entering today's game with 197 yards receiving, but that was Montague who makes a clutch catch there.
And calm in the pocket. I wish we had gotten a replay of Matt Wilson in the pocket. Everybody was crashing down on him as he was making that throw, and just a premier throw made by Matt Wilson right there.
It's now 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 5 minutes left in this first half as Phoenix Jones makes a catch, puts someone in the shallow run with that nice forearm shiver. He got the 1st down at the 36-yard line of Florida.
Mexico City really looking aggressive here. I mean, everybody's throwing out stiff arms, running people over. They look amped up, ready to go here tonight. Just 4-point lead, and they're trying to extend the lead right now on plus territory. Definitely in field goal range, but I think they're trying to get 6 points, Troy.
And they're doing a good job melting this clock away. We got 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. Split backs in the backfield. Wilson under center. Handoff is to Bentley. He bounces to his left, but nothing doing. A combo tackle was made by number 49. That is the IB Lurkin, the backup free safety. Along with, that was Deontay White, his 2nd tackle of the series.
IB Lurkin is probably top 10 of my favorite names in the SFL right now.
IB Lurkin, Truckee Steck, Frank
Truckee
Champion.
Steck, yes.
Matt Wilson's favorite fullback as he takes a huge step back. Fires
wide open.
Hashtag throw it to the tight end. Mike Daggs with a great catch.
And again, these receivers are getting behind the secondary and just room to run, nobody there, and Dags just walks into the end zone. Fantastic recognition by Matt Wilson, finding the receiver to get in, and just easy 6 points.
And Cole Varner is back to extend this lead to 11 if he makes this extra point. And maybe these All Blacks has gotten into the head of the Florida Storm. That was a 7-play, 78-yard drive with a 36-yard touchdown pass from Wilson to Dags. And that was bobbled a little bit, but the kick is good. And Mexico City is now up 21-10 after that nice drive. Cole Varner back to kick. Robert Merrill will be the return man for Florida. And here's the kick. Merrill will take it inside the end zone. He's now past the 10-yard line, bounces to his left, and gets destroyed at the 21-yard line. Please follow the SFL on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more, all at Simulation FL. Make sure you catch more content like The Kramer Show, game highlights, and more by subscribing to our YouTube channel so you don't miss a moment of the action when we are not on TV. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line for Florida. Better field position the last time they had the ball, which resulted in a field goal. But they want to get 6 points to stay in this game. Plenty of time to throw that ball, and that was almost picked off. Instead, it was pat down by Nick Dags.
Yeah, and Mexico City looked prepared on that play. Not going to give it easily to Florida to move down the field. But I think with just under 4 minutes before the half, you got all 3 timeouts. I think you can be a little aggressive. You don't have to worry about the clock, but you definitely need to walk away with points before the half.
We get 2nd and 10 at the 21. And Doyle gets the carry. A 3-yard gain. This makes it a little bit more manageable, but still a difficult 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we've been singing the praises of Matt Wilson all game long, but don't blink and don't sleep on Ron Cochran. The Alaska quarterback knows, Florida quarterback knows how to win. He's a 3-time championship winner, so he's a threat to throw for first down just like that every single play.
And that was stopped by Jeffrey Dags, but not after a great play by E.J. Minson. Nope, I take that back. That's Optimus Klein who makes his first catch. Who would have thought, Stephen, at 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half, that Optimus Klein would get his first catch this late?
Yeah, that's strange that he hasn't been involved so far into this game. But really, it's been the big play by Doyle, and they've just been trying to feed Doyle all game, really.
And they'll feed him again. Doyle looks like he had a chance to bounce it to his left, but he decided to bring the pain and gets it to the 42-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 4.
And there's still time. They don't have to be. They don't have to rush. Huddle up. Make sure the play is called properly, and you make your reads. You make your pre-snap adjustments because this drive is important. But time is ticking. But you need to get downfield and score points.
All right, 2nd and 4. As Cochran fires over the middle, and somehow was caught. Optimus Klein makes his 2nd catch of this drive.
Big plays, and you can feel it. You can feel like they're syncing up. Everybody's kind of eyeing downfield. They're going one play at a time, but the momentum is definitely, it feels like it's on their side. They just need to keep going. Maybe hand off to Doyle here on 1st down, get something going, and then get back to the pass.
Jeffrey Dags is getting ever so closer to that 100-yard total tackle mark. That's the 2nd tackle of this drive. Offset eye for Florida as they give it to Doyle, who runs up the middle for a 7-yard gain and we're about to hit the 2-minute warning. Florida's marching down the field, and they wanted to put 6 on the board. Can the Aztecs defense stop them? We'll find out when we return. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida fans. We'll be back. And we're back. It's second and 3. A nice drive by the Florida Storm. They're at the 36-yard line, Mexico City, trying to cut into this lead of the Mexico City Aztecs. It'll be 3rd and inches here at the 33-yard line after that carry by Doyle, who's averaging now 9.9 yards per carry.
Yeah, 3rd and inches. This one's going to be really important. Clock's ticking. And I would like to see Doyle get the carry here. Just move the chains and reset.
Offset eye towards the left. Doyle gets the carry, and he gets stopped right away. Great tackle by Orion Taylor to make sure Doyle didn't get that first down. Actually, he lost a yard.
And I guess everybody in the stadium and everybody watching was thinking exactly what I was thinking. They're going to hand it off to Doyle here, and Mexico City was prepared, and they're going to try this long field goal, T-Roy.
52-yard field goal attempt by Ethan Sneed. He's going to earn this money to help cut into this deficit. They are wasting the clock, too. Snap is good. The kick is up. It is good.
Yeah.
51-yard field goal attempt is good by Ethan Sneed. And now Florida's trailing by 8.
Yeah, maybe tack on 2 or 3 more yards. Didn't quite hit the net, maybe hit the bottom of the net. So give them another 1 or 2 yards as a max distance. But a phenomenal kick. Anytime you get a 50-plus yarder from your kicker, you're more than happy.
And great job by Florida marching down the field. I'm sure they wanted 6, but they want to, play it safe, at least get points on the board to cut this deficit to 8. As Clark Jr. takes it out of the end zone and gets to the 22-yard line. And Stephen, will we see Mexico City, try to get more points before the half ends, or will they just play it safe and call it the half?
3 timeouts. You're at home with the lead. Maybe take 1 or 2 shots and see what happens, and then run it out.
In the FTF Next Chat, Jack Wall just says need for Offensive Player of the Year, making that clutch field goal there. A 3-yard gain, and it looks like Mexico City is content to let this clock run out.
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for wanting to protect the lead. You don't want to play too risky and have some major mistake happen just before the half. But, again, I think you can take a shot here. I think you can afford one.
And this will be the first drive for Mexico City where they will not get points. They had 3 possessions, all ended up in points there as Phoenix Jones takes it to the outside for a nice gain shortly before he gets destroyed. I want to say that is Frank Champion. That is Frank Champion who made the tackle, and that's the end of the first half. An exciting one, but Mexico City has the lead by 8. Stephen, what are your thoughts to this exciting first half between 2 teams who want to improve their playoff chances?
Well, both teams scoring points out the gate. Every drive has ended in a score. Florida has the touchdown and 2 field goals, 3 touchdowns for Mexico City. So these defenses kind of got to figure out how to stop the offenses, and the offense they just got to figure out how to keep their momentum going and how to exploit these defenses. It's been an exciting ball game. Had a big, huge run that I was from the fullback, which I love to see. Matt Wilson has looked sharp out the gate. Has been throwing dimes all over the field in the first half. So I'm excited to see what kind of adjustments get made going into the second half, because both teams have looked really good, I thought.
Now I'm going to kind of put Mighty RX on the spot here. They haven't used their running back at all as a receiver out of the backfield so far in this game. I'm kind of shocked because I'm usually used to seeing either Weston or back in the day Stanley Lordelis, make an impact as receivers out of the backfield. But right now it's been all the star players making big plays for Florida. In that one drive for Florida, that 90-yard drive for Florida got stopped before they scored that field goal. That's usually Weston's territory with a swing pass. Not in this game, though.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll see EJ Minson they'll kind of get down to like the 9 or the 7, and they'll run Minson on like a fade or a post, or even a slant, I guess you would want to call that. But he just kind of gets underneath and gets behind the linebackers, and he'll get in the end zone a lot on that particular kind of play. So interesting that we hadn't seen that out of the Florida offense down there.
And speaking of Minson, he's still 2 touchdowns from tying the most touchdown receptions by a tight end in one season. Needs 3 to break it. Let's see if Mighty RX and the Storm will feed him the ball. They'll get first crack at it here in the second half. Cole Varner's back to kick it off. And with Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters, Jacob Clear, David and Laura Harrell on stats, Stephen Hacker with me as this kick is down in the end zone for a touchback. This is T-Roy Gaines, and we get ready to start the third quarter. And it's a very important very important drive for the Storm. They've been to the red zone 2 times and got 6 points out of it. I'm sure they want to get 6 on this drive. Offset I towards the left of Ron Cochran. And it'll be an inside handoff to J.W. Doyle, who just went over 100 yards rushing, averaging 8.7 yards per carry. That's back-to-back games Doyle went over 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, progressing as the season goes on, his players just gotten stronger, and is definitely able to shoulder the load for his team running the ball, and it's paying off for him here late in the season. And a win here today would be monumental in trying to get them into the playoff.
And it's 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the left of Cochran. This is a play-action pass. Cochran fires it to the left. Pass is caught for a first down. Great tackle by number 32. I believe that is Tayumi. And he kept that guy from getting more than what he got. I thought that was going to be a house call.
Yeah, the route. Yeah, Stephen Bush. The route run by Stephen Bush was well executed. Got the space that he needed, but was just sucked up from behind. Got caught from behind and stopped the touchdown.
Tayumi did a great job with that closing speed, getting to Bush, but not after he got the first down at the 43-yard line. And this is an incomplete pass. You don't usually see Optimus Klein drop a pass like that, but he got destroyed after he made that catch. Incomplete pass, though.
Yeah, Mexico City, they have some strong corners, man. They're big hitters, able to jar the ball loose. Whenever you think you have it, they come in and they knock it out. And just great secondary, that's great work, great coaching staff to have that show up on the field.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. Cochran drops back, fires it to his right. Pass is caught by Doyle, who's been very active in this game. It's 3rd down and 3 for the Florida Storm. And folks, get ready for the SFLM. If you're new to the SFL, get your spot in the SFL Minor League today to #claim your spot and start your SFL career. The season starts very shortly on the 22nd of this month. Subscriptions are going by fast for the Arkansas kickoff as Doyle gets the carry. It'll be 4th down, 2. Great job by Mexico City stopping him there. First Pro subscribers get first priority on choosing their positions, so please don't delay your career another second. We can't wait for you to #make an impact. And what impact there? They stopped Florida from getting the first down. This will be the first drive by Florida. They don't get points.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about the SFLM, T-Roy. It's fun to see these 8 teams that we have and how they're going to get filled out, and these head coaches that are getting in there and taking the lead on some of these teams. I'm really excited to see how this season is going to shake out.
Now Doyle has 12 carries for 32 yards. After that 71-yard touchdown run. But hey, it still counts for him getting 100 yards rushing. He's at 103 right now. And the commissioner providing that stat for me there. And that pass is picked off. A very important interception by the Florida Storm. And they will get the ball back in great field position.
And it's almost like Florida had kind of been wanting Matt Wilson to do that all game, throw it underneath, because it's like they baited him. You know, they've been going over the top. Mexico City has all game long and getting beat, and then Matt Wilson underthrows one, and Florida is able to jump up and intercept it and turn the ball over.
That was Evan Carroll's 6th interception of this season, a very important one because that gives Florida great field position at the 29-yard line of Mexico City. Doyle will get the carry up the gut, and with a nice stiff arm before Jeffrey Daggs makes a huge tackle. Daggs is getting closer and closer to 100 total tackles.
One away for Daggs, I believe now, if the count's correct.
Very, very close. Currently at 3. Swing pass to Doyle. And he gets the first down at the 14-yard line. There now in the red zone.
And just moving down the field. You know, again, we'll see what they do whenever they get a little bit closer. If they're able to punch it in, I don't think they want to settle for 3 points here. They need the touchdown on this drive.
With 8 minutes left in this third quarter, they got to cash this drive in for 6 points. They're trailing by 8. And J.W. Doyle goes up the gut, but gets stuffed right away. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 14.
Yeah, you just got to be patient. You know, not every run is going to, you know, be a 30-yard run. So sometimes you're going to run the ball and you're going to get stopped at the line. You just have to trust that Doyle is going to be able to move the ball consistently for you. But, you know, here the defense is going to shrink, the field shrinks, so they're going to play tighter defense. So you have to really have a good play design.
And it looks like Mexico City has solved the problem of number 45 in the baby blue there. That's another no gain on that carry, stacked with the tackle. Yeah, ever since that 70-yard run, Doyle's been contained by the Mexico City Aztecs defense. It's 3rd down 10. 3 wide receivers to the left of Cochran. And he drops back. Pass fires over the middle. And it's picked off. The Riverboat Gambler pays the price as Pablo Zamora gets the pick.
Rolled in the pocket, kind of on the move as he threw it, and amounts to a bad throw, gets tipped and intercepted.
And Mexico City will get the ball at the 20-yard line when we return. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida Fans. Please stay tuned. All right, we are back at the 20-yard line for Mexico City. They have the ball after a great interception by Zamora. It's 1st and 10, and there's a swing pass to Phoenix Jones, who couldn't stay in bounds, and that'll be a 3-yard gain. And we got 2 free safeties who love to take it away. Ryan Tobin and Jeffrey Daggs both have 8 interceptions. They lead their team in INTs, and Ryan Tobin has 1 pick 6.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Daggs is hands down probably one of my favorite players in the SFL. I love to watch him play when I get the chance. He's just an exciting player.
And believe it or not, shout out to Jacob Clear. No sacks so far in this game as Ray Bentley, a couple people on a spin move in a spin cycle, as he gets to the 37-yard line. But is he okay? He's all right. Maybe he was a little bit dizzy after spinning like 3 times for the first down.
My goodness.
Look at that. Oh my. A couple people lost their jock strap after that spin move. 2 people just flew right by him.
He's just an electric personality on the field, off the field. Ray Bentley is just always exciting no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, I think Ray Bentley's a ham. As Look at Phoenix Jones, who has a big carry. He now is in Florida territory. Gets stopped at the 30-yard line. The fullback with a huge play.
And a 1-2 punch. Looking at Bentley, well, they're going to hand it off to Phoenix Jones, their first-round pick in this draft this season. And, you know, he's not disappointing, coming out here making highlight plays. And it's thunder and lightning in the backfield for Mexico City.
And I am personally kind of salty because right now Mexico City is doing a great job running the ball. Yours truly had a hard time running against this Florida Storm defense last week. I was held to under 30 yards rushing, but Ray Bentley and Phoenix Jones are getting it done for Mexico City. Ray Bentley had a nice block there on that carry by Jones. They'll have the ball at the 30-yard line of Florida as Wilson will fire it. And it's caught for a first down, and oh, he almost had a chance to take it to the house. K.L. Barrett with the great catch.
Mexico City now down in the red zone, looking to extend the lead. They can take full control of this ball game if they can just get the 6 points on this drive.
But I want to mention earlier, before that huge run by Phoenix Jones, I was saying that there has been no sacks in this game. Orion Taylor had a tackle for loss, but that's on a running back there to J.W. Doyle, but no sacks. Great job by the O-line of both teams. But right now, Mexico City got a chance to extend this lead. As Bentley gets the carry, goes up the gut. 1-4 to the defender. Unfortunately, had a chance to stop him behind the line of scrimmage, but couldn't do so.
And I think they're going to continue to hand the ball off. Let these running backs just fight their way down into the end zone. They're looking unstoppable, and they get their running back and fullback involved.
Yeah, the running game has been on point on this possession here for the Aztecs. As Wilson needs to hurry up and get rid of the ball. He will not. Big sexy. Alex Dominguez with the sack. There's the first sack, y'all.
Yeah, it's just as we're saying, the pockets have been clean. They get the sack. And Dominguez just one more tally to that total sack number, now to 165 on his career.
And I'm sorry, Mexico City. I was the commentator's curse on that one. I'll take full responsibility for that. It's 3rd and 10. Wilson pump fakes, fires on the middle, and it's picked off. Great defense. Ryan Tobin gets another interception. That's his 9th.
9 interceptions on the season. I like what Wilson did, pump fake to try to get the safety to bite, but Tobin stayed true, kept his eyes forward, and waited for the pass and intercepted it.
Well, Mexico City couldn't convert that drive to 6 points. Florida has a chance to potentially tie it. They'll have the ball when we return. You're watching Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and Florida fans, please stay tuned. And after a huge interception by Ryan Tobin, Florida has the ball at their own 20-yard line with a chance to potentially tie it up. They're trailing by 8 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Cochran fires it to the right. Out route is successful by Optimus Klein. 8-yard gain. And you don't want to test a Hantiomi either. This quarterback has 7 interceptions. He's second most on Mexico City. Yeah, you don't want to throw it his way. Ron Cochran got to beware of number 32 there. Right now, 2nd and 2. At the 28-yard line, Doyle gets the carry, goes up the gut, 1-yard gain. Before he gets combo tackle, it'll be 3rd down 1.
Yeah, great group effort there to make the tackle by Nick Daggs and Dexter Jackson to stop Doyle's momentum and force a 3rd down. And we'll see what Florida can do here, Roy. They got to get something going.
It's 3rd down 1 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, dominated by both defenses. Cochran pumps fake, fires over the middle, and wow! E.J. Minson! I apologize for those who may have lost their hearing after that one. What a catch! Just how did he come up with that?
Yeah, tipped, and it was just off the back or off the hip of a receiver right into the hands of E.J. Minson, gets the 1st down. And you got to ride that momentum.
Usually the tip drill goes in the defensive favor, but not on that play. E.J. Minson was very aware on that one. Saves the drive, and Doyle has a 2-yard gain, making it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, man, I would have loved to have seen a hurry up right there. Just my personal preference, my style. I would have just liked to have seen Florida go hurry up and just kind of catch Mexico City off guard. But we'll see what they draw up here.
2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line. Split backs in the backfield for Cochran, who fires over the middle, and it's picked off again. Pablo Zamora gets his 2nd interception of this half.
That's unfortunate. You can't keep giving Mexico City the ball back. I mean, you turned it over. You want to try to capitalize on that. And, now Mexico City has the ball back in pretty good field position, and you got to put it back onto your defense, Florida's defense, to try and keep them out and not let the lead get away from them.
And that is now 6 consecutive drives where we do not have a score after an exciting first half. It's still 21-13 as Wilson gets sacked again. Defense is getting tired of scoring nonsense. This time that was Big Sexy with his 2nd sack of this half.
Just a monster. Just a blue flash of light going across your screen as he makes contact with Matt Wilson there.
Yeah, once you see that big boy coming at you, your life just flashed before your eyes. And then you feel the pain from Big Sexy. 2nd down and 14 after that 4-yard sack. And unfortunately for Ray Bentley Jr., he could not bounce it. He could not bounce it to the outside. He only gets 1 yard.
I don't think the league could handle 2 Ray Bentleys. I just don't think we could handle that. I don't think we just don't have enough room.
I don't know. I think 2 Ray Bentleys will be fine. I think we'll be all right. 3rd and 13.
The world's not ready.
Yeah, swing pass is caught. They just basically playing field position there. It'll be 4th and 9. Montague with that catch.
I love you, Ray. I know you know this.
But again, another drive, no points. Defenses have woken up in the 2nd half, at least in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you alluded to the 6 turnovers or 6 failed drives this half. We started with six drives that ended in points in the first half, and we've come out here in the second, and it's just been a dud. I guess the scales have to balance out a little bit here. Maybe we'll get back to some football, maybe get some points on the board.
And fair catch is made at the 32. That's where Florida will start their next drive. Can they break this scoring drought? We got 57 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida fans. Please stay tuned. We're back, and the commissioner, Cameron Irvine, made a great point. We got a lot of turnovers here from both defenses, but no points coming from it. The defense has dominated. Right now, Alaska's trailing by 8 with 57 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. And I say Alaska, that was Florida. And that's an incomplete pass to be 2nd and 10.
And a good play by the linebacker just to play tight coverage, got a little extra help late, able to bat it down, and good drive, good job, good stand by the Mexico City defense.
And Nick
Oh,
Daggs.
I'm sorry. Good start to the defensive drive for the Mexico City defense.
We see Zamora with 2 interceptions trying to get a hat trick. He has basically 1:45 seconds left to do so. 2nd and 10. Ron Cochran in the shotgun formation, but with split backs in the backfield. He fires it right away, and that's almost picked off. 3 Mexico City defenders had a chance to get the ball back in great field position, but did not come through.
Yeah, and I was going to say the game script also lines up for Zamora to be in line for an interception. With Florida down, they're going to have to try and throw the ball to get down the field quickly and score points. So Zamora could be in line for a third interception.
Unfortunately for Cochran, he's over the 30 mark in interceptions for a season at 31. He's trying to prevent 32 from happening. Great pass, but unfortunately for Stephen Bush, he did not run past the first down marker. That was only a 9-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 1. And again, no points. But we got challenged by Mexico City. Why?
What? Maybe they thought the spot was too generous. I'm a little perplexed.
Maybe they thinking that Florida might want to go for it.
Or maybe it was out. Maybe a challenge that it was not a catch at all. Maybe they're saying he was out of bounds, but I think that he caught the ball there.
We didn't get a good angle of the feet of Bush, so we'll see what Rush 62 says. And he rules it incomplete. Ramos Lynn is throwing dirt in the wounds of Mighty RX in Florida. That's an incomplete pass. It's a 4th down.
All the mind games brought out here tonight by Ramos Lynn, wearing the all-black uniforms, winning the challenges. He's been in the chat, poking, taking shots, and it's great. It's great fun to see this here tonight, and just one more jab that Ramos gets to have at Florida and Mighty RX.
Ramos in the chat says this game has a certain virus.
That's so mean.
That is so mean.
And uncalled for.
And what is also uncalled for was Mexico City not waiting for a fair catch. Clark gets destroyed because of it, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
It's a great time. Sorry, Troy, but I wanted to plug the chat real quick. You can join in the live chat with the players and teams going on live with the game on twitch.tv/FTF Next. Get in there and say hi, which will give you a chat shout out, and you can be a part of the fun.
As Wilson will drop back to pass, swing past to Bentley, and he was better off not making that catch because that's a 2-yard loss. Seemed like the offense just went to sleep this half. Davidson talking some smack to Bentley.
Yeah, he started out with a bunch of points being scored and just kind of got into a little bit of a lull here. Kind of wondered if the defenses were going to figure out the offense coming into the second half, and that seems to be the case. But I would assume that at some point one of these teams is going to break it open.
And for those of you watching the FTF Next Tag, thank you for watching. We have currently 106 viewers watching as Bentley, but someone in the spin cycle again. Ooh. He will get the first down. Poor Tobin. He lost his ankles on that one.
And Mexico City they just have a lot of fight in tonight. I think they're winning that mental battle here at home tonight, and they just look like the sharper team as we're getting closer to the fourth quarter.
Yep, everybody, get ready to put your 4s up. The mind games of Mexico City has been working out so far. The All Blacks uniforms has definitely thrown off the Florida Storm, but they only trailing by 8. Can the Storm defense get another interception? We'll find out. You're watching Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and Florida fans, please stay tuned. After an exciting first half, we had a defensive dominated third quarter. No points were scored, but it was an interception fest. Can Matt Wilson and the Mexico City Aztecs break this drought? They had the ball at the 36-yard line as Wilson will drop back the pass. Fires over the middle, a dangerous pass, but it was still caught by the fullback, Phoenix Jones.
Yeah, a little thunder and lightning just continuing their momentum through this game, helping Mexico City move closer to securing this victory.
And Florida's defense got to somehow, some way come up with another turnover to prevent Mexico City from scoring a touchdown here, which could potentially put this game to bed. 2nd and 1. Carry to Bentley, and a great stop by the Florida defense. They stopped the running game there, and this is their rushing yards per game for the last 4 seasons. They were ranked 7th in season 11 and 12, 4th in last season, 10th this season, even though they stopped yours truly from getting more than 30 yards rushing last week.
Still so salty about that, Troy. Why are you so salty?
I am a salty guy. And who else is salty? The Florida Storm secondary, because Phoenix Jones got another catch, this time for a first down.
Continuing to use both of their backs out of the backfield. 8 receptions for Ray Bentley, 5 now for Phoenix Jones. Just continuing to get looks on the ground and in the air.
And to keep up with how your player and team are doing this season, visit simulationfl.net for standings as Bentley gets a carry and another tackle for a loss, a 1-yard loss on that play. But visit simulationfl.net for standings, leaderboards, and sortable team stats. The rookie big board is there too, tracking the next superstars in the SFL. Where he can be potentially a Hall of Famer like Ray Bentley, but he's having a hard time running in this drive. 2nd and 11. As Wilson drops back, has plenty of time. Out route complete to Montague, who gets to the 41-yard line before he gets destroyed by Warner. It'll be 3rd and 2.
A big 3rd and 2. Mexico City so far this game, 75% on 3rd downs, converting 6 of 8 tries. 24 first downs gained so far this game. So we'll see if they can draw up and get another first down here.
Optimus Klein's telling somebody to let it go. I'll try, Optimus. I'll try. 3rd and 2.
Yeah, a little salt in the wounds there from Optimus Klein, not letting you forget last week's result.
And Florida's defense is not doing a good job. Let me forget, because they stopped Ray Bentley again for a loss. Tackle made by number 95, Pierre Lyon.
And that's Florida's been playing pretty good defense. It's just both offenses have gone stagnant, but they're going to need to do that. They're going to need to continue to shut down Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley and limit Matt Wilson from throwing for first downs. And they just, they got to figure out their offensive struggles here. Just the clock's ticking, Troy. They got to figure out something to get in the end zone. The all slants was working earlier in the game. It doesn't seem like that's working for them. So, I don't know what they got to draw up, but Mighty RX and his offense need to figure it out.
And they have great weapons. We got Merrill, who's the shortest receiver out of the star players at 5'11", but everybody else is 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". When you talk about Bush, Klein, and Minson, and Doyle himself. Sidearm pass complete, and that is Weston. He makes his. Oh, sorry, Robert Merrill's giving Weston a catch, but Merrill was the one who made that catch for a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, wearing similar outfits. It's hard to tell the difference, but I actually like the play design there. Optimus ran a curl, and then just Merrill underneath on an out. I like the play design there. Freed him up, gave him a good gain.
Offset I of the 2nd and 1 as Doyle gets the carry, and he just got the first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. I would like to see Florida hurry up a little bit, though.
Yeah, maybe put a little bit of urgency in there, but I actually like that they threw on first down that last drive and then used Doyle to kind of pick up those small yardage instead of starting with the run and trying to stick with it, then having to pass on a 3rd and long.
Now it's 1st and 10. 7:26 left in this game. Doyle will get the carry, And unfortunately, his lead blocker forgot to block Jeffrey Daggs, number 44, and he gets stopped for a 3-yard loss. Daggs just one tackle to 100.
And all the way from the safety position, too, 3 yards in the backfield. Just a phenomenal tackle for loss.
2nd and 13. And Cochran just avoided the sack. And finally, Weston makes a catch out of the backfield. It's the safest quarterback from losing yardage. Is now 3rd and 12.
Yeah, the deep drop tried to give Cochran time. Pressure was in his face, but nothing got open, so he just checked it down to his safety valve, but nothing going on that one.
A very important 3rd down for the Florida Storm offense, who is fighting for their playoff lives. Remember, Renner definitely improved their chances in the to make the playoffs, but they have to take care of business here. And sidearm pass is complete. Not enough for a 1st down. Optimus Klein makes the catch. He gets to the 32. Is now 4th and 3.
Not 4-down territory. It's too much time. You've got to punt here and play good defense. You've been playing good defense. You can't give up any points. If you're Florida, you have to punt away here and just hope for the best. Hope that your defense continues to stand strong.
And here's the punt by Agrippa to Joe Clark, and he will take it. It's destroyed. Yes, a huge punt by Marcus Agrippa, and Mexico City will start at the 21-yard line, leading by 8. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida fans. Please stay tuned. Mexico City has the ball after Jeffrey Daggs. He was the one who returned that punt to the 21-yard line. That was a huge punt by Agrippa, but they have the ball at the 21. Can Mexico City put this game away? And Bentley gets the carry. Tries to juke away from Warner, but was unsuccessful. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And strong defense started out just how you needed. You preferably want to force a 3-and-out on the if you're Florida, force Mexico City to a 3-and-out.
We're currently on drive 11. Will this be the 11th straight drive where we won't have any points?
Nice hit.
What a job by great job by the defense. And we get the call. Tomoelo's name with the pat down.
Yeah, 1st-round pick from Florida in this season's draft, and I love that. I love to see that these defensive linemen have progressed this season, are able to get their hands up and help the secondary out. Forces an incomplete pass.
3rd and 10, an important 3rd down for the Florida Storm defense, trailing by 8 with 5:36 left on the clock. And that pass is incomplete. Defense holds strong. Thanks to that nice punt, defense makes it a 3-and-out. The Storm will get the ball back. Now it's 11 straight drives with no points.
Yeah, 11 and counting straight drives with no points. And Mexico City doesn't invest the same way that Florida does in punters. So I would suspect that Florida is going to have pretty good field position to start this drive.
And we'll see what Robert Merrill can do. He decides to wave a fair catch, and Florida will get the ball at the 48-yard line. And both teams has players in the top 6 for receiving touchdowns in the league. We got Kale Barrett, who's ranked 4th, and E.J. Minson, who's tied for 6th. Brett Kelly and Stephen Hacker, my partner, and Siege Falco are in the top 3. And I don't want to forget Junior Senior the 3rd. He has 9 touchdowns. He is the 5th place guy.
Yeah, excluded from that list just so that we could get E.J. Minson in there, but not forgotten in our hearts.
Nope. You can't forget another great name like JS3. And
Another
Galliano.
top 10 player name in the league.
Yes. Galliano makes the catch for an 8-yard gain.
And it's good to see somebody that far down the depth chart able to come in and make a play for your team as you're trying to march down the field and score some points.
And this is a very important drive. This is a must-score possession, must-score touchdown for the Florida Storm. And they will most likely have to go for 2, or we're going to see an onside kick attempt. But right now, they need to score points as Ron Cochran is making adjustments at the line. 2 backs in the backfield. On the 2nd and 2, now it'll be a free play. Can Doyle make him pay for it? Well, he gets the first down, but they're going to accept the 5-yard penalty thanks to some undisciplined play there.
Yeah, I would expect them to accept this penalty, take the yards, even though Doyle did get the 2-yard carry. But yeah, you just don't want to see that giving up the free first down because, before the snap, you don't know that he got the 2 yards, and you got to stay disciplined to give your defense that opportunity to make the stop.
And that was Brock Lee, the 2nd round, 35th pick overall, who unfortunately went offsides there.
And T-Roy, we're getting so close to season 15 draft. Thinking about it, I mean, we're at the end right now of the SFL regular season, man. We're just getting through this thing. It's awesome.
And we still have a log jam for the final spot for the playoffs as Doyle makes a great catch, just for 3 yards though. But he had to climb that ladder a little bit. Looked like that pass was too high. And here's the playoff standings. You see that log jam with Mexico City, Tulsa, St. Louis, Denver, Florida, and Las Vegas, all at 5 and 6. Arizona's going to need some help. They at 4 and 7, but they still got a chance. Nobody in that graph is eliminated. As Optimus Klein makes the catch, it'll be 3rd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
And methodically moving down the field, kind of picking and choosing and just working their way into scoring position. But Florida can't settle here. They need to get this first down. They need to get 6 points.
If they don't lose or gain any yards, this will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. But they definitely want to get the first down here as Cochran got plenty of time. He fires it to Doyle, who gets a nice stiff arm, and he showboats afterwards. He knows he got that first down. Doyle's on fire for the last 2 games here.
I don't know if he was celebrating the first down or the highlight reel, because yeah, he was definitely excited after that play.
Now, here's an important fact. If Florida loses, Arizona will actually be eliminated. So Arizona's rooting for Florida to get the win. And right now, E.J. Minson makes a great catch for 6. So there's a lot of fans in the desert who are rooting for the team in baby blue with the red hats.
And live updates to the playoff picture. As this game is progressing, they're working behind the scenes to make these things a little bit more clear for the community. And it's just a little sneak taste of what's coming.
And hopefully what's coming is going to be a touchdown here for the Florida Storm. With 4 minutes and 4 seconds left as Cochran got plenty of time. Fires over the middle. It's caught for a first down. That is Stephen Bush. This drive stays alive.
Yeah, Bush has kind of come into Florida this season and has kind of taken over the bulk of the targets, kind of gets all the looks and the yards. And Optimus Klein, the previous number 1, it seemed to kind of still gets his looks, but it seems like Bush is getting a lot of the yards and then Menson's getting the touchdown.
And Doyle's doing the heavy work there with a 3-yard gain. Let's see if the chat knows, maybe with the exception of the Florida Storm representatives there, but who was the wide receiver that Bush replaced? If you're with the Storm, you cannot answer. The hint is you may have heard that name at the beginning of this game.
On a fantastic call, nonetheless.
I don't know about that.
No, it was fantastic, man. One of my favorites.
It'll be 3rd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
the nacho ball. Whenever you had that Nacho Sicario nacho ball, that was great too, man. I loved that call.
Well, thank you so much. And yes, the chat's getting it. Christensen was first to say it in Mexico City's Aztecs. That's Ramos Lynn said it, and Thomas Ramos said it. Jeff Como was the guy that Bush replaced. It's 3rd and 2. As Doyle will get the carry. He does not get the first down. And Mighty RX and the Storm has a decision to make as Nick Daggs makes the tackle. Will they go for it?
Go for it. That was Sneed, so it looks like they're going to settle for 3. Go a fake. Are they going to go for a fake here? It's the end of the season. I mean, the stakes are high. T-Roy, a fake?
I would love to see a fake, but I think they're going to sell for points and make this a 5-point deficit.
Give me a fake. Fake it.
Oh. No, they won't, but it's a bad snap. But the kick is good. Great composure by Ethan Sneed to make sure that kick goes through. But I do believe we have an onside kick attempt in our future.
Very, very likely, yes. They're setting up for the onside kick. 2.5 minutes. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. We'll see how this one bounces.
We'll see if Mexico City recovers this. And they do. Great job by the Mexico City special teams. And I want to make sure I make out the number. I want to say that was Mac Gibbs, number 18, the 6-foot, 200-pounder backup wide receiver who comes up with that clutch recovery.
Yeah, and that's one of those, you won't get a lot of credit for making that play, but whenever you don't make that play, oh man, you get a lot of side eyes, you know, so you got to take it whenever it happens. You just got to be glad that you came up with it.
But can Florida's defense stop Mexico City from scoring? Right now, Ray Bentley was able to get 3 yards, and we about to hit the 2-minute warning, but believe it or not, Steven, we finally got our first points of the second half with that field goal by Sneed.
Yeah, and it was after 11 consecutive drives went for no points at all. So thankful to have the 3 points put up by Florida there.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Can Mexico City put this game away and improve their playoff chances? We'll find out. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida fans. Please stay tuned. And we're back. A very important drive for the Storm. Their defense got to stop Mexico City from gaining any yards. Otherwise, they got to waste some timeouts. But right now, the Aztecs wants to put this game away, up by 5. As Phoenix Jones gets another carry up the middle. His past 2 carries has been very devastating to the defense of the Storm. It'll be 30 inches here as Florida takes their first timeout.
And a great second effort push by Phoenix Jones to get that much closer to the first down marker.
Matt Wilson feeling very confident right now. He knows that his running backs could potentially put this game on ice. Offset eye towards the right. As Ray Bentley gets the carry, he gets the first down and more. That will burn the second timeout for Florida. And we could be seeing the victory formation very soon for Mexico City.
Yeah, and got a little bit ahead of his blockers, but didn't need him, was able to get the first down anyways. Mexico City's just looking to bleed this clock out, run as much time down as they can.
Great job by the Mexico City running attack. Be able to get that final play, but they look like they're out for blood. One back in the backfield. He's towards the right of Wilson. Oh, they're going to give it to Bentley. Delay handoff. What a spin move! 2 good spin moves. And that will burn the final timeout. It looked like it's going to be a loss, or at least a no gain on the play, but it turned out to be a 4-yard gain thanks to those spin cycles.
And just showing why he's a legend, why he's an all-time great. Just those kinds of runs, you know, it's not going to go on the highlight reel, but those are the kinds of plays that whenever you just string them together, they help lead your team to a victory.
And with that, with the exception of a potential, was that Philadelphia Miracle, where the quarterback fumbles the ball, Mexico City should improve to 6-6 with a great job on the offense, scoring enough points. All their points were scored in the first half. That the defense just took over in the second half and got it done.
Going to have a long pause before this snap. Going to be very patient before he snaps the ball.
And they will at least have to do a field goal attempt to give themselves the lead back to 8, because I'm sure they will not down the ball again, give Florida a chance to win it on a big play. So Cole Varner is out to put this game back to an 8-point lead, but it's not over yet. Looks like Florida should get the ball with potentially 20 seconds left. Or actually, 15 to 10 seconds left. They melt this clock all the way down to 0 on the play clock. And the kick is up. And Mexico City is now back up by 8. 25 seconds left. Can Robert Merrill get a great kickoff return on this kickoff here to give Florida some good field position, because they're going to need a huge play in the worst way to have a chance to come back and tie it up.
Yeah, Florida would benefit greatly from a huge return. Cole Varner has an absolute boot on him, so he's going to have his work cut out for him on this return.
And he's in the end zone. He takes it out of the end zone, has finally reached the 20, puts someone in the spin cycle, and that's it. He gets to the 23-yard line with 19 seconds left. No timeouts. It has to be a big play or at least out routes that gain more than 5 yards to get them to Hail Mary range for this Florida Storm.
And Florida has some of those plays in their playbook. They are more than able to move down the field and stop the clock without timeouts. We'll just see if they can effectively move downfield. Sorry, T-Roy.
Oh, that's fine. The problem was Optimus Klein did not go out of bounds. They need to hurry up quick. 10 seconds left. Cochran slow to get to the line. 8, 7. He will decide to go ahead and go for it, and that will be the end of the game.
Unfortunately,
and Mexico City improves to 6-6 with a 8-point victory over the Florida Storm, and this will effectively knock out Arizona from the playoffs. Mexico City wins 24-16. Stephen, this was a very defensive dominated game in the second half here, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah, both teams started out looking really good offensively. Had a lot of momentum early in the game, and then once we went into the locker rooms at half and came out the second half, the defenses decided to show up and the offenses went to sleep, and it was just a defensive slugfest in the second half. But I was thoroughly, thrilled by this game. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. I thought both teams played really well. Had a great end to the season. I was thrilled to be a part of this game here with you tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I had a great time. I thought both teams had nothing to be ashamed about. Of course, there's things you want to do better and improve on, but again, I thought the product on the field was phenomenal. I had a great time here watching these two teams play football.
Yeah, I had a great time calling the game with you, Steven. Also, thanks to Cameron Irvine, Jacob Clear, David and Laura Harrell on stats. Also, thanks to Mike Daggs and Andy Hamilton helping out as well.
Oh, let's do a couple more. Marcus Agrippa all season long with the stats or with the graphics that we use in game. That was phenomenal. All season long was on point with that stuff. Jermaine Smith, president of the SFL, does a great job behind the scenes with the rosters and everything, getting everybody ready to be put out on the field. Social media, Andy Hamilton does a great job as well, getting everybody involved and letting everybody know what's happening out there in the social media world.
And your player of the game is Matt Wilson, the Bronze Bomber, with a 96.2 QB rating, 260 yards passing, and 2 TDs. And that'll do it, folks. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching this Simulation Football League. Please tune in to tomorrow's action. This for Stephen Hacker, this is T-Roy Gaines signing off. Have a great week, and please enjoy the playoffs. Take care.